Hey, I'm Ben, and this week we're going to unpack one of the greatest stories ever told, the story of the lost son. But today we're going to start just by looking at the audience to whom Jesus told this story. The audience to whom you tell a story is really important. For instance, if I had a 3-year-old on my lap, I probably wouldn't tell him a gory war story or a passionate love story, but instead I'd tell him a story that would be on his level as a 3-year-old. Jesus also was cognizant or understood the audience that he was speaking to. And so for this story, he was talking to a group of people that were polar opposites of each other. On the one hand, the Bible describes part of that group as being sinners and tax collectors. We're all sinners. But the sinners here talked about are people who, because of their sinful lifestyle, they were looked upon as being less important and not as good as those in the common society and culture. On the other hand, we have Pharisees and the teachers of the law. Pharisees, I guess, could be best described as the church leaders of the day. As you can tell, polar opposites. And so the Pharisees and the teachers of the law, they were very upset with Jesus. It says that they were muttering about him. They were wondering why Jesus spent so much time hanging out at times with sinners and tax collectors. And was it because he condoned their sin? Jesus never condoned sin. And that wasn't the case for him here either. But the Pharisees are wondering, well, then why doesn't he ream them out? Why does he spend so much time with them? Doesn't he care? The reason he spends so much time with sinners and tax collectors is precisely because he did care. He cared about them so much that he wasn't content to just make a point with them and to tell them that they were wrong. But instead, he was here to make a difference. You see, it would have been easy for Jesus to come to this earth and to just tell people they were wrong. And in the process, he would have made a point. But that's not what we needed. What we needed was Jesus to come to this earth, to call sin sin, but then to make a difference, to make an eternal impact. And that's exactly what Jesus did as he gave his life on the cross. So what does this mean for you and me? I challenge you to not be content just to make a point, but instead, like Jesus, to make a difference. Next time, we're going to talk about the most important relationship that you could have. So hit subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Truth be told, none of us are fine. We all are hurting, broken, aching on the inside, a change that we desperately want to make, but we just don't know how.